Good morning, Philippines, and the rest of YouTube land. Welcome back to casa.texpina. We're on build day number 202. So today we are continuing with tile. We should be wrapping up with the tile that's the main floor tile in the main house here. So the hallway and the pantry section will be covered. And then we got tile everywhere else, and some other things going on. So rather than me sit here and tell you what all is going on, let me just walk around and show you. So let's get started. All right, coming into the house, we're gonna walk on back here to the master's closet and the master's bath. We got in a large stack of floor tile yesterday, and this is what's going to be placed here inside the master bath. So this is what Mr. Jojo is working on. He's got a lot of fixing to do from the previous installation attempts. So he's attempting to get this to where it's going to flow. Everything's going to flow directly towards that floor drain over there. So that's what he's going to be working on initially. Pardon me. And back here in the closet, Mr. Alex is continuing to work with the shelving, and they're going to start working the drawers on the pull-out drawers here on the bottom section soon. He and Mr. Allen have been fabricating those, and now they have the assistance of Mr. Francis out in the garage. So let's head back on out to the other part of the house. See where everybody else is at. We've got a couple of folks still on this end. I've got to go through the kitchen to get to them, so let's take a little walk through. Miss Emmy's doing her inspections early this morning, and we're starting to do masilyas on the cabinets here in the kitchen, as well as putting the panels up above the linen closet to go ahead and close off that section. Mr. Stanley down here is sweeping out, and they're getting ready to do masilyas and skim coat here in the back of these. For those of you that aren't Spanish speaking, masilyas is Spanish for putty, so gypsum putty. Here they just shortcut it. Instead of saying gypsum putty, it's just masilyas. Okay, and Mr. Willie here is continuing to work the staircase. We're working the front lips here. What he's doing is putting the tiles on the front and then putting a piece of trimming, the plastic trim. Right here is the bottom edge so that it has a finished appearance. Okay, you hear a little chip back here in the closet area. Mr. Mr. Choco is still continuing to chip his way through for the vanity lights. So a couple of you have asked. Oh, sorry. We got one more person in here doing masilyas. So Mr. Wilson is still doing. Oh, he's doing. Yep, he's starting the masilyas here on the cabinets for the walk-in closet for bedroom number 3. And we've got a few more people outside in the hall, in the garage. So let's head back that direction. Heading out here. I suspect the foreman will be blocking this area off here soon as he starts getting this area prepped. They're eventually going to block this area off and start working the floor tile here in the hallway. Back here on the outside, we've got Mr. Francis helping with the Carpenters. We've got our labor guys that are continuing to help with the dry pack for the floor tiles. And our varnishers are continuing with more doors. They told me we should have 5 more done by the end of the day. That's their goal. So at the end of the day, we'll tell you how far they got. All right, Mr. Jojo is busy working here in the master bath, getting the tile started up. You notice he's already got string lines because they're wanting to make sure it's straight. You got it inline on the corners, but also that it's got the right pitch, and that's what this string line here is for, and y'all might not be able to see this. There's a string line that runs from the door all the way to the floor drain. So he's got it so that they've got the correct slope on the floor all the way to the floor drain. So our lead painter here, Mr. Gel, is putting on the final coat of paint around the exterior window moldings. So the next thing to get ready for here will be the actual windows, which should be, I'm guessing, next week, since they didn't show up this week. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But all the window sills are prepped and ready for glass to go in at last. And something new in the dirty kitchen. We're getting our exhaust pipe put in for the hood duct. So the hood range is going to be here. So we're going to have the exit pipe going up the top and out to the back. All right, our hole in the wall that Mr. Chokoy has been working on for the last 2 days is puttied up. So the next thing is going to be let this dry, and then they'll start putting the skim coat and the paint back on it again. You won't even notice it was there. And in here, Mr. Ferdy is going to be starting to work on the cornice for the cove ceiling here. Okay, we're only halfway through the morning, not even the morning break yet, and Mr. Andy and Henry have finished 3 of these doors. So they're already to the finished stage. So that puts us up to 16 out of 26. All right, looking good. Nice and shiny. Okay, we're wrapping up on the floor tiles coming out of the pantry and into the hallway. So he's got a little bit of small section here, and then it's going to transition out into a different tile for the garage area. But this should finish majority of the main flooring. We will still have that same floor tile. We'll go over here in the garage bedroom. A little bit of trim work. See, the hood range duct has been sent up through the ceiling. So that's going to be good. What they'll do is they'll connect it on the top part up above the ceiling between the flooring of the attic and this part, and they'll send it outside for exhaust. Definitely need to make sure this one's exhausted well. This is where the gas stove is going to be. So this will be exhausted directly to the outside. Still working on the rest of the cabinetry here in the dirty kitchen. So I came by walking around. Mr. Henry goes, "No, the 5 doors are in there." Oh, so we got our 5 doors already done for the day. Oh, nice, new and shiny. All right. Galing. Those look very nice. All right, let's go see what everybody else has been working on. I hear the grinder going, so the foreman's still working on the floor tiles in his section. We're still working on masilyas here in the kitchen closet, or kitchen cabinet areas. I hear him pounding. That's as far in as I can lean. Alright, let's go ahead and look into the master's room. I see another bucket of dry pack coming. And yeah. Y'all gonna catch all this on time lapse a little bit later today. A little bit later in the video. And you can see Mr. Rafi's feet in there. He's still working on masilyas in there as well, inside the master's closet. Alright. Let's go look back at the other side of the house. Go look in the guest rooms. So Mr. Willie's still working on the kick plates for the steps. Working those slowly. Make sure they seat nicely. Okay. Mr. Wilson had been working in here in the closet. Yep, he's got the masilyas all done here in the closet for bedroom number 3 for the walk-in. They still have the drawers to put in, so they'll work on that next week. Okay, do a walk through here. Mr. 30 is working his way around the room, putting up the baseboards that they're going to use for the cove ceilings. And these are just the flat boards. So these are flat boards here. But what they're going to do with this is come back and put the crown molding on it. So it's going to have that nice cornice. They call it cornice. We call it crown molding, but that's what they're going to put up there to give it a nice appearance. And Mr. Wilson has moved here into the bedroom 2's walk-in closet and started doing the masilyas here. So, more masilyas. Been a good day for working most of the day. We've had a decent hazy overhead cover, a little cloudy all day, overcast. With a decent breeze. It's not windy, but it was like 4 miles an hour or so. So every once in a while you feel a good breeze. Not too bad here in the house. Hey boss, what you doing in the dark? On yesterday's vlog, I mentioned that we were going to go with this color because I thought it matched a little bit more with the brown and the lighter color. Apparently I misunderstood the conversation. We are in fact going with the gray, the very light gray, because it will pull in the more gray colors, gray hues, and it'll also help match in when we get down to the first step here and we go with the plain gray blocks. So again, this one's going away. This is the one we have chosen to go with, and this will be what's going to go on this sidewalk all the way up to the gate. All right, and the engineer's brother-in-law also brought over some other tiles that are, these are the more for the front, and we have the remaining tiles that we needed in this box for the these tiles are for the remaining that we needed for the powder room downstairs. All right, so yeah, there you go. You see the color that we're going to be using for the flooring. So tomorrow, now that we have the floor tiles on site, not tomorrow, Monday maybe. So at some point next week, early next week, we're going to continue with the floor tile here in the powder room, and that'll finish up this area. We're going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. It's been a long week. Lots of things accomplished, lots of floor tile done this week, and lots of cabinetry and masilyas, trying to make sure to get all that wood protected before we start painting it. So that's what they've been working on this week. If y'all like today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here and you'll be subscribed. I hear the bell. If you'd like to be notified, speaking of the bell, hit the bell icon just below the view screen. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon and God bless.